Okay, everybody, cue spoon and music in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Welcome back to an incredibly special episode of the SpewnedIt Podcast. This is, of course, the Spewnies.
We shall be taking a look back at some of the most iconic documented moments of the SpewnedIt boys' lives.
That is absolutely right. Times when everyone was still on the edge of their seats to see, not if, but when, these two, might I say, very dashing young lads would sprout wings and soar to incredible heights. Joel, you look incredible tonight, let me just say, first of all.
Jensen, don't even start, son. You look absolutely dashing, to say the least. Now, each of these photos will be judged individually, with the totals tallied at the end to see what the most cringy and hilarious moment was.
That is absolutely right. This photo will then be reposted to live out its days once again in all its embarrassing, horrific glory.
So without further ado, let's get straight into the nominees.
What I have for you, first of all, is orange jackets on the water. Now, Joel, this is an absolutely iconic moment. Let me just set the scene for our audio viewers here. We have behind us the beautiful Lake Victoria. It's about a bit of an overcast day. And we have Joel and Jensen standing, not quite side by side, but next to one another, just flourishing these bright orange life preservers. Joel straddling the paddle to his canoe, and we're standing on what is basically a floating island made of plants. It was quite bizarre, but and then we've both got these kind of duck faces going on. Just absolutely fabulous, incredibly embarrassing. What a true classic. Joel, what do you have to say about this piece?
Yeah, Jensen, I think I couldn't agree more. This is a heavy hitter straight off the bat. You know, when we brought these nominees in, you know, you and I were assessing the situation before, and we knew, goodness gracious me, this is not going to be easy. So yeah, like you said, straight off the bat, you've got the duck faces. You've got two guys who think they're looking good, which is debatable, but you've also got the third, almost the crown jewel of this, I think, is the terrible haircuts. The haircuts are woeful. Jensen and everyone that knows us, we've come a long way since then. I think this is going to set the standard quite high, and so I'm really interested to see what score you have to say, Jensen. So, just to make it clear, obviously, for the listeners, out of 10, Jensen is going to give a score for this photo out of 10, and we shall see what the score is at the end after I give my score as well. So, Jensen, kick us off, son. Out of 10, what does this first photo give for you?
Oh, man. It is so difficult. There's I have to think of it in the context, though. So, in the context, man, I'm going to have to give it a strong 6. And that's hard for me to do. But I think when you see what is coming up next on the docket, you won't be surprised. Joel, what about you?
See, I funnily enough, I knew you were going to go either with a 6 or a 7, and I think I need to one up you on this, at least one, because this is one of the most horrific photos that I have posed for in my life. I think you look forgivable, gents. You know, you've got the shades on, you've got a good pose. I don't know what on earth
you have
I'm
got
doing.
Something going on there. Yeah, I will.
Something going on which is not good. I think we can both agree on. I'm actually going to give this one an 8 because I just think that's how bad it is. I think it really didn't go down well. And so what I'd like to do now, gents, is move things along just a little bit because we're going on to nominee number 2, the absolute classic, Two Bros, Two Hats. Okay, now this one, oh man, this one was a while ago. Obviously, this in the background. So that is the house that I was living at just before I moved out of Uganda and to New Zealand. So obviously, I mean, it was a very, very cool room. Obviously, Jensen and I had gone through a bit of a period where we loved black and white photos. So this photo has got the black and white filter on. We also still loved our bad haircuts, but we also liked wearing snapback hats. And so that's what we've got on here today. We're not quite doing duck faces, gents, but I don't know how I would describe that face. I don't know if it has a name.
It looks like we're trying to hold like a large piece of gum in our mouth or something. Honestly, it's just kind of
that is what it is.
It's like I don't know. We thought it looked cool. It's man, and of course you got to have like the head angle just so, kind of like looking sideways at the camera.
Ugh,
Man, this one.
Don't.
I hate the way I'm wearing that hat. By the way, I do not like that at all. It's like just sitting on the top of my head. It's not even on. It would provide absolutely no shade. It's clearly a style choice from that era, and oh my gosh,
awful.
I do not like this photo for me. Let me just say,
awful. I think for both of us, I'm going to kick off the score in here, but I think for both of us, this is not something that we're proud of. Like we said, the winner is going to get reposted, by the way, to live out its glory, which is horrific, but it's going to be very entertaining, and I really hope this isn't it. I'm going to kick this one off with a 7. I don't think it's quite as embarrassing as the photo we had before, nominee number 1, but it's definitely up there, Jen. So what is it for you?
2 bros, 2 hats. For me, I'm also gonna go with a 7. It's more embarrassing than the previous, and I hate the expression. I hate the hat. Black and white is hilarious. It's an iconic photo. We will move right along now to perhaps my favorite of these photos. I love this picture. So it's another black and white. It's incredibly in focus. Whatever filter we have on this is on point.
I know, it's insane.
Taking this picture, and it looks just so crisp. Like it's unreal, actually. I've got my eyelids just like mostly closed. I think it was sunny, but I'm sure you've got yours open. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's just I don't care. I've got a California Republic shirt on. You've got a dark shirt, which contrasts quite well with both the wall and my shirt. I don't know. The black and white, I think, serves this photo really well.
It does.
I look at it and I like remember this moment, and it looks like a young rapper's album cover, especially you. Like 100%. If you cropped me out,
100%.
You could absolutely be a young budding artist, Jolie B official, and oh my gosh! But the best one for this one, have we even said the name? The name is Chill, is what we call this photo, and the reason why is because the caption I put on Instagram when I put this photo out is, "We chill. It's what we do."
It's what we do. And we looked back on that and we were like, you know what? Yeah, this is a sick caption. People are going to see that. They're going to be like, whoa, those are 2 chill dudes.
They chill so hard.
They chill to the max. And so I think that's why, like you said, gents, this is in some ways a great photo. And I was proud of this photo for a long time. Looking back now, if we retook it, obviously it would be a million times better. However, for the time, it was brilliant. Now, I'm not sure if we went into the details of where we actually were, but I believe this was just outside like a massive shop in the car park. Is that correct?
That is absolutely
ridiculous. Correct. And so we're just there. I think we'd only stopped for like a pit stop or something. Yeah. Jensen pulls out the iPod, bang, and we're just amazing. Really, really an interesting sort of mix, because like we said, it's not quite as embarrassing, but I think definitely the caption has something to do with it. It's we chill. It's what we do. That peaks it for me. So Jensen, take us away, mate. What? 100%. We need to have that. What is your score for Chill? Nominee number 3.
The way I'm scoring this is I want to see the most embarrassing photo win. For me, this is not the most embarrassing photo. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I agree.
Because I honestly love this picture. Like I would repost this almost unironically, just because I think it's hilarious and like really cool.
Okay.
So that's why I don't want to see it win, only because I want to see the cringiest photo win. That's what this contest is. So a 4 for me. Carry on.
I like that, gents. I like where you're coming from with there. You know, we're not here to mess about here. We're here to embarrass the living daylights out of both of us. So that's what we need to find. I think the thing is 4 is not a bad shout. I think the thing is it is still embarrassing, but kind of in a jokey way. It's almost like, you know what, oh mate, look at that. Like it's not a bad photo, but look how far we've come.
Like we can almost be again, on the joke, in the photo.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. I think what I'm gonna go with a 5, because I think it's slightly more embarrassing than that. It's not something that I would show just like on command, but it'd be like, yo, like look at this, look how ridiculous this photo is, as a bit of a laugh. Yeah, no, I think that's where it's obviously a total of 9. That brings us to that. I like that. Now, gents, we're going to move things straight along for this next photo, which this was an incredibly wicked time. I don't know why we had to destroy it with such a bad photo. Nominee number 4. This is called Shades on the Radio. So obviously when we were living in Uganda, for the last 2 years of me being there, I was presenting a radio show. Massive shout out to Touch FM, the station I was working with. Love those guys to pieces. One time I brought Jensen on the show. I think we were talking about gaming or something. I believe a new game had come out and it was sick. It was really, really good. The reason why we had shades on in the studio is because we were just like, we just knew that it was going to be cool. It was going to be cool. And in fairness, in the moment, it felt pretty cool. Obviously, it didn't turn out the best. I must say, though, Jensen, our trims, our haircuts are looking a lot better than they were last photo. What are your thoughts?
Well, the first thing I noticed is your shirt says good vibes all the way, which is awesome.
Amen.
Additionally, your expression is absolutely hilarious. You've got kind of this like you're grimacing almost like, I'm a tough guy. That's a great recreation. Outstanding. Oh my gosh. Like for me, this one just brings back the good memories of recording that show. And we played our good friend Jeremiah's song on the show too. That was incredible.
Oh, that was huge.
Oh man, what a day. And God, as hilarious as it is to wear shades inside in a recording studio, I this is another one where it's not relatively not that embarrassing for me. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna rate this pretty highly. I don't think that it quite tops the first photo, and I'm kind of regretting the rating I gave for the first photo. I think I should have gone like for a 9 on that. But I'm gonna say this is pretty bad. Like I don't know what we're doing there. We're chilling out. It's the same black and white filter again. We're literally wearing a black and a white shirt anyway.
I think my shirt's brown, actually, to be fair. But
is it brown?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe that makes it slightly better. I've got to go with an 8 again on this, gents. This is not a photo I'm proud with. This is not a photo I'm proud of. Wow. So, yeah, I mean, that's starting off, that's saying it high. Go for it. What would you say?
Yeah, this is 5 for me. I don't, like... Yeah, I can't say it's more embarrassing.
It's not that bad. Okay.
The first 2, but... now that we're sitting here talking about these, I feel like I'm just remembering the good times and like not thinking about.
I agree.
The pictures themselves as much. I don't know.
I agree.
Anyway, we'll move right along here. This is actually the most recent photo out of this group, and one of the last times we were hanging out in person together. Another great memory. It's called "We're on a Boat," and we've got some family members in the background here, and honestly, not even that bad of a picture. My neck looks incredibly long on the right side.
It really does.
You've got some.
My hair is also being like attracted to your head as well. Like it's trying to fly off.
I think mine's just heading the other way too. I think we're cruising. We've been in the salt water. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you think about this one?
I think the thing is like I think what it comes down to is the facial expressions are debatable. You look like you're like mid going to the bathroom. I look like I'm trying really hard to be a surfer dude, but just not being able to pull it off. I don't know what we're doing, but again, it links back to the great times we were having because that was such a sick day. It was one of the sickest days of my life. So yeah, I can't push that out of my memory. I can't forget that. I think the thing is that we were just having a good time. It was a bit of an impromptu photo. I did a stupid pose and then there we go. So. Again, yeah, gents, I agree. I don't think it's that bad, but I'd like to hear what your rating is. I'd like put a number on it. What have you got? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna just go with 4 again. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3 because I think it's not as bad as Chill. That one's got a little bit more like unironic, trying to be cool.
Yeah.
This one just kind of impromptu. It's just like, hey, let's get a couple photos because you're here. And this just happened to be one of them. So I don't think this one's that bad at all. Just another good time.
Yeah, I'm thinking similar. I am gonna go with a 5 on this one, just because like I don't know what my hair's doing. It's a really stupid face. Even if I'd just done same as you, I think it would have been all right. But that is the lowest rating so far. We're on a boat coming in at 8 with the score. Not but basically not the most embarrassing photo that we've got. Now, gents, we've actually gotten a surprise nominee here. We were only meant to be doing 5. I've got nominee number 6 here for you. This one is going on a bit of a different note. This one is called Contemplation. And it involves a time, I can't even remember when this is. I think I was in New Zealand at the time. We were just video calling and messing about with the filters, having the time of our lives. Obviously, you can see, I don't even know what this filter's called, but basically it makes the features of your face shrink, but then your face stay the same size. So it basically looks like you've got a mini face on your face. It's hilarious. We were having a great time.
Amazing.
We were absolutely loving it. Not obviously the coolest photo to show off. Jens, what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, what can I say? I'm tiny in the top right corner. I'll make this full screen so you guys can see a little better. But like, look at me. I don't know. I think we were saying earlier, my expression looks a little bit more ridiculous just because I've got this weird smile on. I'm just cheesing. We're having a blast. I remember I was in my dorm. That's my dorm in the background. You can like barely see. Yeah, it was. We were just video calling, catching up, hanging out as you do, and just messing about with the filters. And happened to get a screenshot of this one, which is just gold. I love your eyebrows. They've like been stretched.
Huge. They're massive.
It's so funny looking.
So funny.
And in contrast with your mouth, it's just like, what is the meaning of all of this?
What is this? Why do I have a tiny face? What is going on here?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
It looks like a Rick and Morty character.
It does.
You've got it much worse than I'd get. I'm just throwing it out. I'm gonna give this one a 6. It's the fact that it's just so like, you have to give so much context. I think when you're showing somebody, it's not like just you can put it up. People look at it and be like, what is happening?
Yeah. I think the funny thing is that, yes, again, this links back to a great memory, as they all do, but I would struggle to show this to anyone without at least letting me do like a 5-minute explanation first. Gents, for that reason, I think I'm gonna have to give this a 9. Like, I think there's no way I could just show this photo, be like, yo, check this out, boom, without saying, okay, I need to tell you a few things first, because I think people would just think that we were absolutely insane. But of course, for those of us that know it, it's just a great photo, and we love it. Now, obviously, we are going to tally the scores now, and we'll be able to find a winner for tonight's event.
That's right. And while the judges are tabulating, wow, what an incredible event. And just having you guys all out here, it's just been absolutely an honor. And what a way to wrap up our season 2 of the SpewnedIt Podcast. Joel, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you, and just, man, having a blast, killing it, keeping up with the rigorous schedule we set for ourselves. It's hours behind the scenes. You guys don't even know. It's like, it's a second 9 to 5 practically. So all the work, and I think it really shows on the pod. So thank you, listeners. Thank you, Joel. And just it's been an outstanding run.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, Jen, same to you, man. I really appreciate, obviously, like what this is doing. Just for our friendship, being able to stay in touch, have a project like this is so sick. But of course, we couldn't do it without you listening, watching. We could not do this without you. We're doing this for you, and we're trying to create this, and we're trying to better ourselves and the podcast. And the reason that we've had interaction, and the reason that we've had involvement, and the reason that we can grow is because of you guys. So seriously, thank you so much for all of your support. Just watching and listening to the podcast is enough. Oh yeah. You got that?
I got that as well.
Get the score. Get the scores.
Hearing
get the scores.
The scores are in. And so, the scores for tonight's participants have arrived.
Oh, man.
And the winner.
Coming in. Oh, no. Number 6. Let's start it off. Number 6.
Okay, fair enough.
Number 6. Stone cold last, basically. We're on a boat. Okay, the 2 boys coming in, great. Basically, just a decent photo. Number 6, with 8 points, we're on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
On to the next.
The next one, chill, leaning up against a wall, outstanding photo. I love this one. Maybe my personal favorite, with 9 points. That's rounding out the less embarrassing of the photos. And now it gets a little tighter with number 3.
Number 3, coming in at 13 points, is Shades on the Radio. A very,
Good vibes
very
all the way.
embarrassing photo. Good vibes all the way, of course, and a great memory, but coming in at a close third place. Very close, actually.
That's right. And what we have in fourth and fifth, essentially tied for second most embarrassing, is actually two different photos. Orange jackets on the water and
embarrassing.
Two bros, two hats.
Oh.
Which
man.
only leaves one remaining, Joel.
And that one remaining, with an absolutely massive score of 15, participant number 6 coming in clutch at the end of the evening is Contemplation. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the winner, the most embarrassing photo that we have chosen, Contemplation. Again, a great memory of just a video call and some filters which made us look shocking. Contemplation brings in the winner, Jensen. What a performance.
Big shout-outs to Contemplation. You will be hearing more of this photo in the near future. Joel, you know this means we have to post this on our social medias. So your nightmare is coming true.
They're coming true
by
again.
Your own hand.
I know. It's because I gave it that massive score. You know what? I deserve it. It's okay. It's okay. Jensen, just checking briefly, because we'll repost it later, but do you know what time it is?
Yeah, Joel, I think I do. And now it's time for Lights, Camera, Fiction with Christopher Hitchcock and Alfred Nolan. Your favorite improvisational film, trailer, movie, show. I, of course, am Christopher Hitchcock, and this is my co-host, Alfred Nolan.
Thank you so much, Christopher. It's a pleasure to be here this evening. Now, for those of you that are new to the program, this is where we are generated a random movie title and must create the trailer for said random title, and it's all done off the cuff.
That is absolutely right. Now, let us see what our movie title is today. Confused by the Darkness.
In a world where people don't understand the darkness, they're not afraid of it, but they don't know what's in it.
They look into a dark room and say, "What is that? What could be in there?" And they turn on the light, and it's a completely different experience. They don't know what it was like before the light was there, because of course, they could not see it.
How do you eat darkness? How do you grab darkness? What is darkness? In your latest action sci-fi thriller romance, Confused by the Darkness takes place in a village where people are trying to find out what this mystery is.
They will experience the darkness in a whole new way as they try to wrestle with the toughest of life's questions, like when you're walking down the street at night and you shout out to the darkness, why doesn't it say hi back?
All of these questions and more will be answered when the movie comes to theaters on the 32nd of August. So, start thinking of some questions for the darkness.
Daytime showings only.
I love that. That was brilliant.
That's great. That's great, actually. I was actually going to go, seeing as how it's daytime outside, I was going to go see that, because I think if we catch a flight, we can get to the 32nd with, like, the time differences and stuff. Do you want to, like, meet me in, like, New Zealand or something, and then we can just do that and go 100%. Catch the film in, like, 22 hours?
That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan, mate. I'm already there. I'm booking it right now. Right. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, no,
Peace.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you have enjoyed our Spooned It Season 2 finale. We had a blast putting this on over the last few months, and we hope you have enjoyed along with us. We will, however, be wrapping up this season and taking a little bit of a break from the podcast. So thanks for all the love and support as this season has gone on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
100%. Couldn't be more grateful, okay? But don't panic, right? Because Spooned It will be back. Season 3 after September. Like Jensen said, we're going to take a bit of a break, have a bit of a refresh, get some new ideas together, and we'll be coming back early October, right? And in the meantime, we're going to be entertaining you guys with a few little clips and stuff that we've got going on behind the scenes, just to make sure that you know that we're still here and we're still bringing out great content. As Jensen said, so grateful for you listening or watching right now. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, so that you can hear more of us. But until then, we will see you later. Thank you so much.